Welcome everyone to my chair yoga routine. Let's get going today. Let's find ourselves a nice sturdy chair without any arms. And let's sit up near the front of the chair, scooch up. Try to keep your legs at 90 degrees throughout this workout today. And let's just start with some big, deep belly breathing. Let's put both hands on our belly and breathe in and out, watching the belly increase and decrease, up and down. Now let's place our right hand on our rib cage. And continue with our breathing. And let's bring our left hand to our heart. Again, breathe in, big belly breathing. And out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In. And out. And out. Beautiful. Let's come back to what we're going to call neutral pose, which is our hands on our thighs, our shoulders are back and down, our neck is nice and neutral. And let's start with some upper body warm-up. So let's bring our arms up over our head and back down again, continuing on with our breathing. One more. And come into neutral. Just going to adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. Position. Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to do is alternating forward arm raises, but we're going to be alternating with our legs. So my left arm's coming up all the way over my head, and my right leg comes up and back. Let's do that together. Get ready, and let's go. Continue on with your breathing. Bring that leg as far up as it can. Make sure you're sitting near the front of your chair, not leaning back on the chair. Think about your belly button. Let's tense our core, brace it as if somebody's about to poke you in the tummy. And one more. And let's come back to neutral. Let's adjust our shoulders, bring it back and down, nice neutral spine. And let's do our seated cat-cow. We're going to breathe in and bring our shoulders around, nice and tight in a big ball. And then exhale with a big, big opening up the chest. Let's do that again. Come on. Breathe it in, bring it in, bring it in as far as you can, and open up that chest. One more. And come back to neutral. Beautiful. Perfect. Now we're going to do our sun salutations today. So our arms are going to come up over our head. Now I want you to fold at the waist as if you're trying to catch something falling in front of you. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. Feel the stretch in your back and your shoulders, and bring those arms back down behind you like a skier. Big breath and come back up again. Let's go one more time. Reach, reach, trying to catch something. Come down, let your fingertips slide along the floor all the way back. Feel that big stretch on your shoulders. Come back up. Lovely. Let's go one more time. Come on, let's do this. Up. And forward. And come on, one more. Reach, reach forward as far as you can. Come down. And let's just stay here for a minute. Relaxing our back. Breathing. And let's roll our spine up. Bringing our shoulders back and down. Perfect. Now I'd like you to open your legs just a little bit here on this side. And I'd like you to take your right hand, bring it across to your left leg, and come into side prayer pose. And just try to open up your shoulder. Just look up just a wee bit. Try to get that nice deep stretch in and hold. And release. Come back to neutral. Once again, roll those shoulders back and down. Let's make that adjustment for our spine. A couple of nice deep breaths here. And once again, let's take our left hand, bring it across over our right thigh, come into side prayer pose, and let's just stretch. And hold, breathe deeply. And release, coming back to neutral, again, adjusting for shoulders. Perfect, let's grab our right leg here, a couple of inches below the knee, please. And let's just make some circled out, please. And let's do the opposite direction. And let's repeat on the left leg, a couple inches below the knee, please. And open up your hips. Relax your hips. Just let your arms do all the work. And now the other direction. Lovely. Again, come back into neutral pose. Now we're going to alternate squeezing that leg up to our chest. So let's do that together. Grab it with both hands below the knee. Squeeze nice and tight. Yeah, and alternate. Let's go. Breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come on, open up that head. Couple more. And one more. And rest. Lovely. Now I want you to take your left hand, put it on your right knee, bring your right arm behind you, look behind you as if you're backing up your car, and let's just give that upper body a nice big stretch. Look over your shoulder and hold. Breathe. And release, come back to neutral. Adjusting my shoulders all the time. Right hand onto the left leg. Left arm swings around to the back. I look over my left shoulder. And I and release, and let's come back to center. Let's do a couple of more sun salutations, a little bit of a twist here. Let's bring our arms up over our head, stretch, stretch, stretch that body. And now let's swan dive forward, bring our hands right beside our feet. Breathe deeply. Now bring your arms up to the side and extend your neck, extend your arms. And hold, bring your arms down and come back into the skier's pose we did earlier and come back up again. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swan dive down, hands by your feet. Big deep breath here at the bottom, arms up to the side, and let's elongate our spine. Neck, hold, hold, hold. Release your arms, bring them back as a skier behind you. Really hold them up there and bring them up over your head. One more time, come on, let's go all the way down. And rest here at the bottom, arms up to the side. Let's stretch our neck. As if we're about to fly here, release the arms, bring them behind you as a skier pose, and come up. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's breathe. And release. We're going to stand up, do a couple of moves by our chair. So I'd like you to stand, I'm standing, the chair is to my left-hand side, and I'm going to take my left foot and I'm going to put it on top of my chair just like this. I'm going to stand nice and tall. This knee is actually soft, it's not locked. And we look like Captain Morgan on that rum commercial, don't we? Now I want you to fold at your waist and come down. Put one hand, put your left hand by your left foot, take your right hand and bring it up as high as you can and gaze at your fingers. And hold. Release, come back up again. Now I want you to take your forearm, bring it down to your left leg, left thigh, bring your right hand over your head. And a nice great big stretch here. Breathe. And release. Let's come around to the other side. And let's repeat that. Right leg on top of the chair. Nice proud chest, neutral spine. Let's fold at that waist. Just fold. This knee is soft. Hard to see in the camera, but I don't have it locked. Bring your hand down to the chair. Nice, great big stretch here. Let's take our right hand and bring it up as high as we can. And gaze at our fingers. And release. Come back up again. And again, your right forearm onto your thigh. Left hand comes over your head. Left arm comes over your head. A nice, great big stretch. and come back down. And what I'd like you to do is approach the high side of your chair and come back a little bit and keep your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. And let's come down for a downward dog. Modified downward dog. Get those ears in between your arms. Really feel that stretch. Keep your knees soft, don't lump them. And hold. And let's come back up again. What I'd like you to do is take your left leg forward. Now my knees may look locked, but they really aren't. They're just slightly bent here. So you're going to make this triangle pose with your legs. And I'd like you to make sure you adjust your hip so that it's not facing off to the side, it's facing straight ahead. So you're going to give it a little click. At least I visualize that when I do this. It's like clicking it into the place. And now I'm going to fold at the waist. I'm going to fold, keeping my back flat. I'm going to come down. And if necessary, I'm going to use the chair to give myself some stability. And I'm going to hold. Breathe. And let's come back up again. And let's do the same thing the other way around. So the right leg comes forward. You make this little triangle form with your legs. But remember that your knees are slightly soft. Click that hip into place. Click. Facing the side. And let's fold again. Come on. Come down. Feel that stretch along the hamstrings. And hold on to that chair for added stability. And let's come back up. And again, let's get back into our chair for a couple more moves. Again, please sit at the front of your chair. Legs are at 90 degrees. And what I'd like you to do is get into Pigeon Pose. I call it a man stretch because this is how I see men sitting on the subway in particular. So let's just bring our right leg over our knee here, just a couple inches above our knee, and hold. And then bring our hands to the back of our chair. And again, let's try folding forward as far as we can. Keeping our neck neutral. And release. Let's do the same on the opposite side. Left leg across your right leg. Proud chest, shoulders are back and down. Grab hold of the back of that chair. And let's fold forward. And release. And let's come back. And again, we're going to have our legs a little wider here. And you're going to take your right arm, bring it up here like this, palm facing your face, and then take your left elbow and put it right into that right arm, right into that little pocket. And if you can, put the back of your hands together, or if you can extend it around and the palms are together, that's fine, but this works just as well. And let's hold that at 90 degrees right in front of us, just like that. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take this eagle pose a little higher. Really feel that stretch. And now let's bring it down and fold at the waist and come down nice and deep. Keeping that pose with the arms. Let's come back up again and release. Now let's do the other way around. So your right hand comes up, your left arm comes underneath. Put the back of your hands together, or as I said, if you can manage, put the palms, that's fine. Either way, this is a wonderful pose for opening up your shoulders and your chest. Let's hold it here right in front of our face so that you can't see me. And let's lift up. And let's come down again, folding at the waist, nice deep, deep fold. Come back up and release. Feel that stretch here in your chest and in your shoulders. Beautiful. A couple more sun salutations here, folks. Arms up. Reach, reach, reach as if you're trying to catch something. Come down. Your fingertips come along the floor. Bring them behind you. As a sphere. Up, up. One more. And reach and come down. And let's roll our spine up into a neutral pose. And as we come to the end of our session here, let's give a quick moment to think about a few things that we're grateful for. You can say them out loud, or you can say them to yourself. Continue on with your breathing. I'm certainly grateful to hear all the vaccines that are being approved around the world. And that hopefully soon this studio will be full of people. And we'll be able to start hugging again. Breathe. And whenever you're ready, feel free to leave the class. I hope you had a great one. And we'll see you next time. All the best.